Hey everyone, welcome to today's complete disaster cleaning. This is a real life mess where I'll be sharing a messy house transformation of my actual mess. As you can tell, my house had a lot of work that needed to be done, but if you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse. And this video is also in collaboration with my best friend, Carrie, over on Cleaning with Carrie. This is her. She seriously gets it all done over on her channel. She does so much decluttering and organizing and deep cleaning, and I know you love that. And she's my very sweet, dear friend. I literally talk to her every day, and she's truly my best friend. I love chatting with her. She's such a great sounding board, and among all that and her just being my friend, she is also just an amazing YouTuber. She does such a great job, and I know you will love her content. She's got a lot to share with you over on her channel, so please be sure to go to her channel once you are done watching this video and watch her video. Be sure to let her know that I sent you as well. As you can tell, today we are starting off in the kitchen. My kitchen was completely trashed. There was stuff everywhere. I mean, this was right after dinner, and of course it's like after dinner, after all day and then dinner, it's like a bomb went off in my kitchen, and really it just has to be cleaned up. And I try to do this every night. I try to clean it up most nights so that I can go to bed with a clean kitchen, so when I get up in the morning I can make breakfast and get the kids ready for school and not be trying to work around a mess. If you're coming over from Carrie's channel, I want to say thank you so much for coming over here and checking my channel. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you decide to stick around. If you're just new here in general, I want to give you guys a little bit about me. I am Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys, and I'm also a military spouse. My husband is in the military. Hopefully soon he will be retiring though, which will be amazing. But we really just pack these videos every single week with cleaning and real life cleaning at that. I love to share the real life cleaning and keep it just completely raw over here, because I know being a mom or being a grandmother and juggling it all can be really hard. And sometimes you come to social media and it looks like everybody's just got it together and you're the only one struggling, right? I'm sure all of us have felt that way. So I always try to keep it 100% real over here. I would never want somebody to come over here and to feel like they're slacking somehow because the depiction I'm showing is that we have it all together, when I can promise you we don't. So I always keep it real life over here. I hope you like that type of content, and if you do, I hope that you choose to stick around. If you're new here, I would love for you to leave a comment down below and tell me a little bit about yourself. I love chatting with everybody in the comments. I mention this almost every video just because for those of you who are new, I know a lot of you already know I do my best to get back to every single comment, and sometimes it takes me a little bit because it is a lot, and I'm not complaining. I love chatting with you guys. It just makes me feel connected to you, and I sit here and I'm able to talk to you about my day and what's going on in life, and it's just a great way whenever you can comment back down below and tell me what's going on in your life, and it's just another way for us to connect.
together, you're afraid to hold my hand. Trying
So we have not had spring break yet here, and Chris and I have been racking our brains on if we should just stay home or if we should go take some time off and just take a weekend away or something, but we haven't figured it out quite yet. I would love to hear, for those of you who have kids in school, are you doing anything for spring break? Are you going to take a little trip, a little weekender, or maybe some people I'm sure are going to like Disney? Are you doing anything exciting, or are you just staying home and relaxing? Next, we're moving on to the dining room, and I swear Grayson gets home from school and he just unloads his lunchbox. He's such a little grazer. Let me know if you have children like this. Tristan and Colby, literally, if they have food in front of them, especially if it's food they really enjoy, they scarf it right down. I mean, every crumb, everything is gone within 5 minutes. And with Grayson, my middle child, he grazes all day long. And so he does the same thing, and he likes to chat. So I wonder where he gets that from. But at school, I'm sure he's too busy talking during lunchtime and not eating enough and grazing slowly. And then next thing he knows, it's, lunch is over. So when he comes home from school, he pretty much immediately goes to his lunchbox and finishes his lunch.
We watch the sun go down over the same old town like so many times before.
I don't think I shared this last time whenever I was working on the high chair, but I was planning on doing this. So it turns into like a little sit down stool type thing, so that when you have toddlers that are bigger that can sit without having to have the high chair all put together, it can be that. So I took everything upstairs and put it away, but we're going to leave this out since it's easier to clean. He's not going to get my chairs dirty and stuff because, like I said, he's a messy eater. So we're just going to stick with this concept for a while it's working for us. And now we're just going to finish up in the kitchen now that the dining room is all wiped down, and get the kitchen completely cleaned. And at this point, whenever I'm done with the kitchen, my robot vacuum is about to start vacuuming. So I try to get the kitchen cleaned up before that happens. So of course, like all the crumbs that are going to fall on the floor and everything are there.
To last, but all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what, 'cause you have a piece of my heart. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that
I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in another video or not, but I can't remember the name of the person who told me to put the stove grates in the dishwasher, but I want to sincerely thank you so much for telling me to do that, because it makes life so much easier. It got them spotless and completely cleaned, and I didn't have to scrub them or worry about them scratching the sink or anything like that. So thank you so much for that suggestion. I know there were a few people who suggested it as well, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for that tip, and that's why I love this channel. I can give you some tips on cleaning, and you can also share tips with me, which is amazing.
I'll be okay till the sun goes up, yeah. For a little moment, just hold me closer. I'll be okay. We watch the sun go down over the same old town. You're and bruised. Even though it hurts, I won't show it.
Moving on to day 2, and today I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to get done. This was one of those mile-long list days where I'm just gonna try and get as much done as possible. If you didn't know, this is the guest room that we have downstairs, and I've mentioned this before, but my toddler likes to come in here during the day and watch TV. He loves laying in the bed and getting nice and cozy and watching some of his shows. If I'm like busy doing something, or if Chris and I are just hanging out together and watching something of our own, he'll come in here and relax and watch TV. So it does get a little messy in here because of that. So every now and then I like to come in and clean up this room and give it a quick vacuum.
Because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet. I used to let it in, all the things you said. You try to turn me into somebody else, but it will ricochet. I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day. Don't know how you fall asleep at night, knowing that your words are hurtful, it's just not right. No, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet.
Since we're working on the downstairs mostly this day, we're going to also do the downstairs bathroom. I get ready in this bathroom, so it gets messy really quick. Honestly, this vanity in this bathroom is probably messier than the vanity upstairs that I only use at night, because I do my hair down here, I do my makeup, and us girls know that stuff gets messy. Just does, we can't help it. And I do try and wipe this down pretty frequently throughout the week, but I'm not the type of person who wipes it down every single day spotless. I don't really have the time for that. I'm usually already rushing around in the morning anyways, but this bathroom was gross, so it needed a good scrubbing.
Too bad I hate advice, 'cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket.
I've actually been keeping my eye out lately for things for this bathroom. I don't know what it is. I've just been looking at this bathroom a lot lately, and I just don't love the way it's decorated. Do you ever feel like that with a space in your house? I like the space, don't get me wrong, but I just don't love all the decor and everything in here. A lot of what I used in here was just stuff I already had from, previous houses that I kind of just meshed together and worked together. But now that it's been a year and a half since I decorated this bathroom, I'm kind of over it and just want to do something that is more on style with what I've done with the rest of the house. So I've been keeping my eye out for things to put in this bathroom and decorate it with and all of that. And I'm really excited to be doing that soon.
True talent in avoiding conversation, yeah, it's almost rather cruel. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is bitter. Oh, go on, showing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself.
One of those things on the list today was tackling dusting. I am so tired of looking at the dust everywhere. Usually that's the point it gets to because I hate dusting. It's just, especially these shelves, I love the decor, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, I love it, but at the same time, it's just decor. It's a tedious project to move it all and get underneath it and clean it all and all of that stuff. But I was tired of just looking at the dust just resting on these shelves, and I knew all of these things needed to be wiped down as well. So today is that day.
Lipstick, taste my breath and love me like you love a pack of smokes in the morning. Share my lipstick, taste my breath and love me like you love a pack of smokes in the morning. One for the pain, no hesitation, took us we can, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you, I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing, not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you, I just wanna be around you, I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be Can't find a time where I can tell ya what I feel now. Been biting my tongue for a while. The words just wanna come out. I'm too afraid to be rejected. It's so expected. I feel like I'm out of my mind.
One of these days, I'm going to fix the knobs on this buffet. I painted it probably a year ago. I painted it black, and I love the black, don't get me wrong, but I wanted the drawer pulls. I somehow managed to get like the copper off of it because it comes off really easily and soft whenever, with these antique pieces. So I just figured, you know what, I'll just, paint it or whatever. And I didn't want to spray paint it because I couldn't find anything spray paint wise that was the right color that I wanted, like an antique copperish kind of color, gold, bronze, whatever. And a lot of it is like more modern, and I didn't want the modern look, but I did find this paint that you can buy at Michael's for stuff like this and paint it on, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it, but I need to, and then I forget, of course, and then I do stuff like this and I'm like, oh, I still need to do those knobs. So I will do that very soon though. I'm holding myself accountable. But this light was seriously disgusting. There was cobwebs. It was bad. Even the kids noticed. We'd sit down for dinner and they'd be like, that's pretty bad, Mom. So finally getting it cleaned. This is what I'm talking about, is pretty stinking gross, but it's clean now. And one of those things where every time I clean it, I'm like, I'm going to stay on top of it next time. Tell me, are you the same?
Wonder what will happen next. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like a charge around us that just feels right. Can't get my head around it. I can never hit the brakes. Every time you touch me, babe, you send me right out into space. You send me right out into space.
since we've already dusted and wiped down most of the downstairs, might as well keep it going and move into the living room and get everything else cleaned off. I've actually been thinking about switching out the knobs on this piece as well. I got these knobs on Amazon, super affordable. But I've been thinking about maybe trying to find some antique knobs that I can put on them to go with the flow of the buffet and just the piece in general. The more I look at these knobs on this piece, it just makes me feel like they're so out of place because it's such an antique and like timeless piece. But these modern knobs on it, just, it throws me off. Does anybody else get such a satisfying feeling after vacuuming their couch? It's like, for me, taking a shower and climbing into a clean bed. You know, you vacuum the couch, you organize it, get it all kind of back in its place, and just sitting down on it right after that is just such a satisfying feeling. Let me know if I'm the only weird one who feels that way. It's the next day and Grayson came home and started eating his lunch right here. So I told you that lunchbox makes its way all over the place and he just immediately dives into it whenever he gets home from school. And this was right after he got home. So, you know, and then Lola, of course, is going to pick up all the crumbs that are left behind. We're going to do a poll in the comments down below. I've been thinking about maybe staining this top to a little bit of a darker color, not super dark, but maybe like early American. I have just been really feeling like it's getting lighter from like wiping it down constantly. That just happens over time. But it's also a rough surface, so I was thinking about maybe restaining it and then, you know, polying it to put some protection on it. But let me know in the comments down below if you think I should just leave it or if I should stain it. Now we're going into my entryway, which of course this is another area that kind of just gets left behind. We don't really use this area too much other than to walk through and get up the stairs from downstairs. Sometimes some packages come through the doors or some guests come through the doors, but we don't come in this door ourselves, so we don't have like a catch-all area. We don't use this table for putting anything down on it. This light gets super dusty really quick, but This area just usually is kind of just sitting here hanging out. So typically dust settles on it really quick. All right, friends, here is some clips of the house all cleaned up for that true messy house transformation. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you got a ton of cleaning motivation from this video. Be sure to go check out Carrie's video next. She will be linked in the description box down below. And also let her know that I sent you. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.